Welcome, welcome everyone to this safe space where we can gather together. And as we've mentioned, from all over, this is our place where we can find nurturance, to empower, to do our inner work and self care. Today, I invite you to slow down, be present, and receive. For here, we can receive the tools or the words that resonate with us on our journey. Each session is unique and different. And if you miss a session, that's okay. Catch the replay in our YouTube channel. And today it is my great pleasure to introduce our host. After each of her sessions, she says, "My name is Jovial, and I am your friend." Her softness and grace invites you to this safe space where we can receive her wisdom and insight today. Jovial is our moon goddess, and who always shares from her heart much wisdom and insights from around the energy of the full moon. Jovial, I'm your friend. We are your friends, and we are all yours.
Good, Jenny. That's so sweet. You almost make me burst into tears. I don't know when I hear that you say I'm jovial, I'm your friend, it's kind of like telling myself the same thing. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining our Sunday sessions. And this is a precious moment for all of us, even though we are in the morning on the East Coast. But it doesn't matter because the full moon energy actually go through the whole day. So today, I welcome you to our sessions today for the May full moon. This is the flower full moon. And I'm your host today. My name is Jovial. If this is your first time joining our sessions, I welcome you with our full heart, and we here, like Warrior community, we all are here to welcome you to join us on the Sunday sessions. And then if this is your first time, this is gonna be your recurring sessions. I promise you, you'll come back. And today is very special because I just mentioned to my team this morning that this full moon is not just one full moon. This month we have like two full moon. So this week is one of the micro full moon. It's called the flower moon, and we're gonna have another one coming up on May 31st. And surprisingly, both of these moon are actually micro moons. So what do you mean by micro moons is actually like the opposite of the super moon that we used to hear a lot. But maybe for you, it might not looks any different. It's just the distance from the earth. So, but what we see yesterday for me is still the bright full moon. So it doesn't matter to us. It's just kind of like when it's a full moon, it blooms you into abundance and growth. And that's the purpose of our meditation sessions today, that I will bring you and invite you to a journey to abundance and growth. And the one thing that I want to bring out for the flower full moon is actually one of the very special moon that actually rise very deep in the transformative water of the Scorpio. So this is the full moon in Scorpio. So what we do is sitting opposite of the ground, like fertile sun in Taurus, and this month is actually the sun sign is Taurus. So you will see that it's a huge sacred axis of the resources. That means what you have, you are ready to receive. And all we have, we are ready to grow. So this is one of the phenomenal event for you to kind of like help yourself to receive. So a lot of time we have a lot within us, but we don't know how to open it up and receive it. So today's session is for you to learn how to receive and grow and expand. So what we're gonna do is this full moon also have a very beautiful rhythm as well. So like I mentioned, the first one, which is this week, is the flower full moon. And then we do have another blue moon coming up on May 31st, which is actually the Sagittarius. But what do you mean by Sagittarius? Is actually closing the spirit of expansion and gratitude. It's kind of like a closing ceremony for the expansion. So that one is important as well. That ceremony is important as well because you need to make sure that everything that you start, you have to close it. Yeah, a lot of time for us, we have a lot of New Year resolution during the beginning of the year, but we almost a lot of time, maybe like in the middle of the year, you maybe already have forgotten about your New Year resolution, or maybe you still trying to work it out and it's not going far. So the closure part is important for you to remind yourself where you are at, even though you can, sorry, even though you cannot complete the whole journey, but where you stand is where you're supposed to go. So just keep in mind that, New Year resolution is important, but then the closure part is very important as well. So this full moon is actually like kind of mark the half year milestone for you to kind of like remind you to what you have promised yourself to do and what you gonna do more. So before I go further, I want to check with you guys that if you have any questions that you want to ask, we do have sessions in the end of the meditation that we can have Q&A so that you can jot down your questions. And if you need me to answer some of your curiosity, maybe around the astrology, you can definitely ask those questions as well. And then I always want to invite you that for the full moon sessions, we do some rituals and practices. So today, I invite you to bring your candles if you already have a candle. Maybe a green one will be better. You know why? Because the green is actually help you to open your heart, or a gold one is actually significance of the abundance and growth. So if you don't have those, it's fine. Any candle will be good. Oh yes, definitely. You can actually repeat a meditation more than one day because the full moon actually lasts for 5 days, I would say, like the full moon sessions. The impact and the intensity and the energy, you can actually like repeat it for a couple of days. I would say this week is the kind of like a peak week for you to do that. So if you do it every day, it can increase your impact. You can see like multiply your energy and also your effort. And what we do is there's another thing that I want to remind you guys to have like a abundance goal. So what you do is you can create a flower moon abundance bowl. How do you do that? Pretty easy. Just use like a bowl and just any bowl. Any you can have like a crystal bowl or a metal one. It doesn't matter. What you do is you put points or any green items and also gold items or also crystal. Anything that is actually help you to manifest or grow into abundance. So you put those little items that actually meaningful for you, and then you put it inside a bowl, and then you actually can add some fresh mint, like a mint leaf, fresh mint leaf, and also like a handwritten list of what you want to manifest. So basically, your wish list or your resolutions or anything that you would like to achieve, maybe for the month or maybe for the year, and you put it inside the bowl, put it outside. I would say maybe by the window or anything that you can absorb any moonlight. So I usually put it like close to my window because I my window is actually pretty big so that it can absorb all the moonlight. So I put a bowl there and then put my wish list or New Year resolution there as well. And you just let it like go through the whole night, and then you tomorrow morning you can actually read through your resolution, and also all these little things that you put in there you kind of like put in your heart and just kind of say a ritual and thank you everything for it. So that's one of the ritual that we can do on the full moon, especially on the abundance full moon, that you can grow into abundance. And the next one, of course, I always encourage you guys to take a bath, right? A ritual bath. That how you can do is you can add some rose petal or maybe aromatic oil, anything at your favorite scent. So I personally like to use like rose because it's kind of make me feel really energetic and kind of like give you the relaxing sensations. And also a handful sea salt. So you can use like Himalayan sea salt to kind of like cleanse. So first of all, before you manifest, you need to make sure you can cleanse all your negative energy first. So the sea salt actually have that function that can help you to cleanse all the negative energy before you even manifest it. So do that. Maybe you can scrub it or, just take a good bath and enjoy yourself for that. That's one of the ritual you can do during the full moon. And also, next, I always encourage you guys to write a journal. So today, you can write yourself a gratitude and growth letter and to yourself. So you can start it with dear your name, or you say to myself, and write down 10 things that you are grateful for. So that's using your journal to start doing it right now, and then list down 10 things that you are ready to grow into abundance. It can be anything for your career or relationship, or maybe self-care, self-love, or maybe just a little wish list that you want to buy something, anything is your wish list. Nobody can take away from you. So just try doing that. And then after you do that, what you need to do, this is very important, okay? At nighttime, when the moon comes out, you have to read it out loud to the moon. Anything that you write down on the list and on the letter, you read it out loud under the moonlight. And then if you like, you can actually go outside and then just kind of enjoy the moonlight, kind of soak yourself with the moon energy, and then you read out your wishes or your grateful letter and anything you write on the letter. And then next, I would say is abundance and growth, right? What you need to do is you need to plant something, plant a seed or anything that actually grows like another life. So this month is a good month for you to plant a seed or maybe like a tree or anything that can grow abundance. So that's one of the very something different than what we have done before, because this is something that growing is one part of our meditation today. Any questions so far? Because I think that a lot of time the candle and the bath, those are the pretty similar, I would say pretty common ritual that we do during the full moon, but it's the planting the seed is something different for this month. Okay, no questions. Then I can go ahead and ask some questions for you now. So now, right, like take out your journal. I do have two questions for you. Yes, you can do that. If you don't have a tub, that's fine. Even though like you have a standing shower, you can do that too. What you do is you kind of like let the water flow to you and kind of wash it out and remove all your negative energy. Or, I mean, what you do is like before you kind of like put all your like sea salt and everything, right? You kind of say like a ritual for yourself. I release all the negative energy. It's just kind of like a ritual for yourself. And then you put on the aromatic oil and then you say, I welcome the abundance. Flower is a good like good sense for the abundance because it's like a living feature, right? So that's why it's always helpful to put like rose or any scents that actually bring abundance. Okay, so I have two questions for you guys. If you're ready, please put out your journal. The first question I have for you is, what area of life is you are, I would say, what area of life that you are welcoming to bloom now, today? Think about that. It can be like your career, your self-care, your finance, or maybe your relationship with your parents, your loved one, or your kids. So think about that. I'll give you 1 minute to write it down, what you think that you are ready to bloom. And let me know if you guys have any questions or maybe you need any clarification of the questions. And then the second part of this question will be, what belief or fear might be standing in your way of receiving it? So what is blocking you from receiving what you are blooming? So I need you to write it down. It could be yourself. A lot of time I feel like the belief and fear, it doesn't really exist. It's because of the anxiety or uncertainty. I would say a lot of time is uncertainty that we have in our heart that block us from moving forward. Or maybe some noise from the outside that you couldn't remove. It's all coming back to us. The noise itself is always there, right? So what we can do is how we help ourselves to remove the noise and go back to your heart. Yes, I could repeat the questions. First, the first part of the question is what area of life is most ready for you to bloom? Like you're ready to bloom. Which area you think that you are good at, and then you are waiting for it to kind of bloom it and manifest into abundance right now? And the second part of the question is what belief or fear, any blocker that you have that blocking you from receiving what you think you should bloom? So two part of questions. Think about the first part, the area of your life that you are ready to bloom. And then the second part will be what is blocking you from receiving it. Yes, that's right. This is the same questions, but then I do have another questions when you guys are ready. I'll give you like 1 minute to write down your thoughts because this is very important. We're gonna use your journal to manifest later. So just put down your thought. If you would like to share it later, you could. If you don't want to share it, you want to keep it to yourself, that's fine too. I'm always ready to do my finance. So think about it that way, right? So the more, the merrier. And what is blocking you is actually kind of like you think you couldn't do it. You think you don't have the ability to achieve it, or you think that you're not better than anybody else. So those are the blockers that I mean here, the belief. And then I have another question for you when you guys are ready. Just give me a thumbs up when you are ready so that we can move to the next questions. Okay, great. So the second questions will be where in your life you have been playing small and what would it look like to let yourself grow into your full abundance? So I'll repeat the questions for the second one. Where in your life have you been playing small? And what would it look like if you let yourself grow into full abundance? So this is the second part of the questions, right? The second questions is actually yeah, a lot of time we always think that we are a small role into playing something big. So this is one of the questions that says that in your life, your own life, the script that you're writing for yourself, where in your life have you been playing small? And what do you think that if you let it grow, it will go into full abundance? Yes, Jenny, you're right. It could be like your confidence, or maybe something that you always want to do, like chasing your dream, and you always think that you are not good enough, and maybe you don't put enough effort. And what would it look like if you let yourself grow into your full abundance without any limitations? I'll let you guys take some time to write down your thoughts. And let me know when you guys are ready. You can keep the questions to your meditation later, and just it couldn't it doesn't need to be very complicated. Just one thing that pops in your mind, the first one, that will be that will be the one that will help you to grow. Browsing through the chat right now. The question is, where in your life have you been playing small? And what would it look like to let yourself grow into your full abundance? Okay, I have to move on to the next session in the interest of time, but then you guys can continue the journal while I'm telling you the next interesting part of the astrological event of the week, which I always add in my meditations sessions to tell you what's gonna happen this week for you and what it means for you, for each sign of all of you. So this flower full moon like is kind of interesting because I mentioned this is like a Scorpion moon in the Scorpion, right? So the moon actually moved from the Scorpion into Sagittarius like end of this month, which kind of like expanding our vision until we become bigger. Think about it like a balloon blowing bigger and bigger and bigger beyond anything that we are familiar, and also any possibility that can help you to strive that bring you to a better self. So this moon, we actually have a lot of grounding experience as well that help you to expand your visions into something practical and purposeful steps. It's not just dreaming, it's more like how you can bring it to actionable items. So I'm gonna go through each of the sign and then you just listen carefully for your own sign so that you can benefit for it and then see what you can do for it. So the first one is Aries. If you are Aries, this full moon gonna help you to bring you more resources. So basically, it's like maybe share resources for you, or maybe some financial partnerships. So it will bring a lot of resources to you, and because this sign is supporting your healing and your relationship as well in receiving. So it's actually a good month for you to expand your network to meet more people. You might kind of have some new partnership or also some financial benefit for you in terms of like helping you to grow your business or your career. And the next one I would like to talk about is the Taurus. So Taurus, this is your month. If you are born in May or April, like end of April, this is the month for you, and is a birthday month for you all too. So happy birthday if you're a Taurus. So this is your sun sign, and then what you do is a direct full moon like like abundance that you can receive this month because it's your month, your sun sign of the month. So you have a lot of benefit from your relationship, your partnership, and also collaborations. So this is in your favor, Taurus, this month. You just have to open yourself to receive it. Just like your birthday blessing and all the greetings for you, you just have to open yourself to receive all the goodness from the universe. And the next one will be Gemini. So Gemini, Venus is your sign from the early May that bring you a lot of social abundance and a lot of new opportunity for connections. So what you have to do is you need to update your daily wellness routine. Go to the gym and meet new people or go to social events so that you can bring yourself out there to meet with new people as well. And each of this can bring you a lot of nourishment and a lot of like a return for the month, end of the month. The next one is Cancer. So Cancer, this month is actually for you is be playful, creativity, playful, and also joy. So think about this keyword. What brings you your authenticity? You have to be yourself and let your child come out, your inner child, be playful and come out and play. And the following month will be Leo. So Leo in August or end of July, your home and emotional foundations are your primary focus. Abundance will begin within it. So you need to start with focusing on your own emotion first before it can grow into abundance. So how does it feel like home to yourself, right? So basically this week is invite yourself to nourish your root chakra. So think about that. Just focus on your root chakra and then you will get all the abundance for the Leo. And the next one will be Virgo. So Virgo, this month is for you to have a lot of great ideas. So when you have any idea, put it down, write it down in the journal, and then share. There's a lot of time we have a lot of idea in our mind, but we never share it out. We never share the thoughts. So for Virgo, this is your time to write, speak, and share what you know. Sharing is a keyword for you. And the next one is Libra. Libra is all about justice. But this month, the primary focus is financial growth. So you have a lot of abundance in financial growth as well as your relationship. So focus on the good things and also your self-worth. Work on it and then everything will come in your way. The next one will be Scorpio. So Scorpio, the full moon is actually rising in your sign. So you are the core in this lunar seasons. And this is your moment of full potentials of your moonlight, which is you can actually bloom and burst into abundance quicker than anybody else. You have the power. So you need to make sure that your transformation is what you receive and you make yourself bigger than you thought. You have to have like a bigger container. Means think big, not just think small in this month for you. And the next one will be Sagittarius. Sagittarius. So this is your month of spiritual abundance. When I say spiritual abundance, it's a lot of inner wisdom and a lot of work that you need to do within yourself. And you need to also make sure that you explore yourself with a lot of self-love activities as well. So make sure you rest and integrate yourself. Once the blue moon arrives end of this month, that's when you open a magnificent chapter of your life. Because that's going to be your month, end of the month. The blue moon in Sagittarius will be the Sagittarius like time to expand. The next one will be Capricorn. Capricorn. So what you need to do this week or this month will be community and your long-term vision of growth is your primary focus. You need to give back to the society. So do some volunteer work and also bring your idea and also who you need to support in your community. So these are all the time that you need to focus, the connections. And the following month will be Aquarius. So Aquarius always focus about career and public purpose. This is the month for you to continue to do that as well. So your career will be a good month to grow this month, and you need to make sure you trust it, trust the process. That's the word for you. And last but not least is my sign, Pisces. So Pisces, what you need to do this month is expansion of belief is your abundance this week. So how do you do that? You need to tell story to yourself. What is the most possible way for you to grow and expand? So the seed that you plant during the beginning of the year is now time to grow and harvest. So it's a good month for the Pisces as well. And that's all for the astrological event for all these signs. And also, I want to also make sure that you guys are welcoming all this energy. I know that we talk a lot about how intensity come during the full moon. Maybe you have a sleepless night, or maybe you don't feel well this week. This is normal, and you need to understand that even though you don't feel okay with that, it's okay to be not okay because that's how the process grows. That's how it kind of turn you into a better person and how to expand yourself to be a better self. It's always been that way. And if you guys are ready, I want to invite you to do a meditation because we have been talking a lot. I mean, I have been talking a lot, and today's session has a lot of good affirmation that I want to share with you. So I want to start my meditation if you guys are ready. And the good part of it is that I want to invite you to step into the flower moon generous light and also open yourself to trust of every beautiful thing that grow within yourself. So I'm gonna start my music first, and then you guys can get into your comfortable positions before I get started. I'll let you guys like have a couple seconds to settle down. I'm back. We can go ahead and get started. Welcome to this meditation. Would you please find a comfortable position that feels nurturing for your body? Trusting your intuition to guide you. There's no right or wrong, just gentle ease. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Inhaling calmness and exhaling tension. As you settle, allow your body to relax, releasing any strain or discomfort. Treat your physical form with kindness, acknowledging its presence. And now, I invite you to bring awareness to your soul essence, that radiant, divine spark within. Imagine its center in your head, gently nesting behind your eyes. As we align the May full moon in Scorpio, invite the integration and activation throughout your entire being, your mind, body, soul, and spirit. Breathe into this union, embracing the transformative energy of this lunar movement. Take a deep breath in, feeling the energy of the flower moon. The light, warm, generous, and overflowing with the promise of new life. Imagine the roots growing from the base of your spine, deep into the rich, fertile earth, anchoring you in the same abundance that feeds every flower, every tree, and every living thing. As you inhale, feel nourishment entering your body, like sunlight, a soft true leaf. And as you exhale, gently release all your belief that you are not enough, do not have enough, or cannot receive enough. Let all those old stories that soften you and dissolve all this into the earth. Take a few moments to settle into your breath. The breath just in and out. Feeling your body grow heavier, softer, and more open with every exhale. I invite you to think back over the past few weeks or months. Notice where you have been striving, pushing, or contracting out of fear. Notice where you have felt the act of wanting more ease, more joy, more love, more of what truly beats your soul. Origin Scorpio. This is the sign of the lunation, and this is the sign of the earth and the hidden depths. Like a garden, abundance that require both fertile soil above and deep, invisible roots below. Imagine this feeling of lack, unworthiness, or scarcity gathering gently into your heart center. Not to be judged, but to be composted, to be transformed. I would invite you to release them back to the earth so that something new and nourishing can grow. Take a deep breath in. With each exhale, see them dissolving into the rich, dark earth, becoming the very soil that will feed your next season of bloom. Releasing, softening, and letting go. And take a deep breath in again. Allow yourself to feel whatever arises. No judgment, just awareness. Just the quiet knowing that every ending is composted into new beginning. Imagine a golden green rain of moonlight falling gently over you. And this is the gift of the flower moon. This rain carries abundance. It carries the possibility. It carries the message that you are worthy of blooming fully and beautifully. And take a deep breath now. And feel yourself softening, opening, just like the petals uncurling after the rain. And as you breathe in, visualize in the May full moon shining directly into your chest, a warm, luminous emerald gold light that helps you grow of the springtime, of the life fully alive. As you inhale, draw this light into your body. And as you exhale, just feel this dissolving and remaining sense of light, filling every corner with quiet richness, calming your light, calming your mind, soothing your nervous system, reminding every part of you that that is enough, that you are enough, that life is generous and it is generous to you. Imagine any old story of scarcity melting away like the morning frost under the warm May sun. I would like to invite you to repeat the following affirmation to yourself, allowing the word to take root deeply into your mind and heart. Repeat inwardly, slowly, with intention. Take a deep breath in I'm open to receive abundance in all its beautiful forms. I release every belief that I'm not worthy of flourishing. I welcome prosperity, growth, and overflowing joy into my life. I trust that the universe is endless, generous, and I am included in that generosity. I am deserving of life that feels nourishing, rich, and full. I am rooted in gratitude, and gratitude multiplies my blessings. I am worthy of love, ease, and deep fulfillment. I choose expansion over contraction. I choose room over fear. I radiate abundance, and abundance flows back to me freely. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I trust the seeds that I have planted. They are growing even now. I honor my dreams and take consistent, courageous steps towards them. I make choices aligned with my most abundant, flourishing self. I am a magnet for opportunity, blessings, and meaningful growth. Take a deep breath in now and exhale. As I release the scarcity, I create the fertile ground for the new season. I welcome fresh seasons, new possibilities, and abundance harvest. I am open to grow in every direction, in every area of my life. I am enough, I am worthy, and I am loved. I bloom fully, beautifully, and unapologetically, just like the flower full moon. You can take a deep breath now and exhale in 6. Imagine yourself standing in a lush May garden beneath the radiance of the flower full moon. All around you, the flowers are in full, glorious bloom in every color, every fragrance, every shape that you can imagine. The earth beneath your feet is rich and generous. The air is warm and alive. With each breath, just breathe, feel your roots growing deeper into this abundance earth, growing up the nourishment, stability, and quiet confidence. See a radiant emerald gold light filling your entire body, nourishing your mind, your heart, and your spirit. This is the flower moon, awakening your inner abundance. Remember, you were made to grow, you were made to bloom, you are supported by the same force that feeds every flower in this garden. And take a deep breath now. And exhale. And bring your awareness to your heart center. See it growing brighter, expanding outward like a flower opening to the sun. Feel the warmth of genuine gratitude spreading through your chest for where you are, for how far you have come, and for everything that is still making its way to you. Feel your sense of worthiness rising. Feel your capacity to receive expanding. And feel your belief in your own beautiful growth deepening. I want you to take a deep breath and exhale. Now visualize yourself living in your most abundant life. Not someday, not when all the conditions are perfect, but now, growing, flourishing, receiving, giving freely from your overflow, recharging in abundance, feeling more alive, more grateful, and more open than when we began. Your flourishing is a gift to the world and to the universe. Deepening the connection with your abundance higher self is a lifelong journey. Be patient and gentle with yourself as you grow. Allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to trust, allow yourself to bloom into your fullness, most magnificent self. Take a deep breath in and rest out. In this bright, luminous energy, would you slowly come back to your heart, vibrating to your aura, your chakra, back to your physical body, your arms and fingers, your legs and your toes, and slowly bring your awareness back to the room. Once you feel you are ready to come out from the meditation, you can slowly wiggle your toes, your fingers, like you're waking up from a beautiful nap with a smile on your face and an open heart. Slowly open your eyes and slowly come out from the meditation and welcome back to our circle, our space, safe space. Happy May, Flower Moon. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for the Light Warrior community. I'm Jovial. I'm your friend. Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. Namaste.